In this video, we're going to take a look at how you can add your own sprites to a Scratch game. We are going to look for some images out on the internet. So what you can do is go to Google or some search engine and type in what you're looking for. So I'm looking for Superman. So I'm going to type in Superman, and then I'm going to click on Images up here. And so here is an image of Superman. So if I want a picture of Superman standing in my program, I'm going to click on this. And what you probably want for something like this is you want the checkerboard background to show up here. That's a transparent background. If that doesn't show up, then you're going to have, like, whatever is around Superman is also going to be part of your image, and when you draw it on your screen, it's going to look like this big ugly rectangle instead of just a picture of Superman. So this is the one I want. I'm going to right click on it, and I'm going to do a save image as. It might be worded a little bit differently depending on the browser that you're using. You do not want to save the link someplace on here. I think there's a save link, but we want to do a save image. So click on save image, and it should come up and give us an option here, and I'm just going to change the name of it to just plain old Superman. And make sure you remember where it goes. By default, it will frequently go to your downloads folder, but it doesn't always do that, so just make sure you check and see where it's going. So I am putting it in my downloads folder. I'm going to click on save, and now I'm going to switch over to Scratch. And this is where you go to get a new sprite. If it's one from the library, you do this. If you want to draw your own, which is a lot of work, you click on the paintbrush. If you want to upload one from a file, click on the little folder here. And then what we have to do here is we have to tell it that we want to go to our downloads folder. And there's Superman, and click on open. And there he is. And if we go to costumes here, there's obviously just one costume. This is kind of a big Superman. Let me go back to scripts here. I'm going to shrink him a little bit. Click on the shrink button and just bounce on it a few times until he gets to be the size that you think is appropriate. And we probably don't want the cat behind him there, so I'm going to right click on the cat and choose delete. Okay, so that's one way to get them in, and then you can do move commands and and turn commands and whatever to kind of make him move around and turn him on the screen. There's another option I want to take a look at though too. I'm going to go back to my browser here, and this time I'm going to go back to Google, and this time I'm going to say Superman, and I'm going to type in the word. Actually, I've got it right here from previous search, and I want Superman Animated Gif. Okay, and click on images, and what we're going to see here is some animated pictures of Superman, and quite a few of these also have the background, so you're going to get this rectangle with clouds on it if you import this one. Let's try this one here. I'm just going to click on it, and okay, so he's not doing much here. He's just kind of, floating up and down a little bit. Let's close that, and let's see if we can find maybe one that might be a little bit better. I'm looking for one though that would have a transparent background, and there aren't a whole lot of those. I'll do one that does not have a transparent background so you can see what happens if you pull one of these in. So let's click on this and right click on it and do save image as. And so I'm going to save this as, I'm not sure about the file type on that one, so let's cancel that. And let's see if we can find another one. I'm looking for files that end in GIF. We'll go back to this one. It doesn't do much, but we'll right click on it and we will save the image. And let's call this Superman 2. Okay, and now let's flip over to Scratch, and let's go here and let's import an image, and I want Superman 2, and I want to open that up. And come on, it's taking a few seconds. Okay, there we go. And that one looks kind of big too, so I'm going to shrink him down again. And you see this one is, we are getting the white background here. So if you put this on top of, let me go back here and add a background. So let's just, well, I'll do a blue sky and close that. And I didn't select it, did I? I just clicked on it. So let's do the blue sky again. Click on OK this time. And you see it, so it's going to look something like that, whereas the first one that we did has a transparent background, and that one looks a lot better. Now, what I want to show you about this one, though, is let's select this one, and you see he's got a whole bunch of costumes here, a lot of them, and that's how you do the animation. So let's make this animation work here. So we're going to go to our script and make sure you've got Superman 2 selected, and events when clicked on, and I want to forever make him change costume. So let's go to looks, and let's go to next costume here and put that in, and now let's run it and let's see what happens to Superman. And he is, you know, bouncing up and down. His cape is waving in the wind, and you know, it looks like, I haven't tried this before I started the video, so it looks like there's only one frame in there that's got the white background. So let's stop the program. Let's go look at his costumes, and let's go to all the way up to the top. And how about that? It's only the very first one that has the white background on it. And I'm just going to delete that one. I mean, you could go in here and you could try to erase this, but that would take a little bit more effort, and I want to do this quickly, so I'm just going to delete that one. And now I'm going to run the program again, and now because he's got transparent backgrounds all the way through, this is what you get. So you can import anything you want to. Just find it on the internet and download it, and then after you've downloaded it, just import it from the file. And if you want to do some kind of animation in your program, then make sure what you look for is an animated GIF, GIF.